Today we're going to be doing a science experiment about what happens when clouds fill up with water droplets. And my only safety precaution for you is if you look at, you're going to have something like this on your desk. It might look a little different than this, but it has blue food dye and water mixed together in there. So I just want you to be very careful with that none of it gets on your clothing because it could stain. Okay, so you're going to have all of these items on your desk. You're working in small groups. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your jar and you're going to go to the sink in the classroom and you're going to take turns filling it up with water. It doesn't matter what temperature. Make sure it's not too hot. And you're going to be filling it up to about this line. Next thing you're going to be doing is you're going to have shaving cream in a cup like this, and you're going to be placing that on top of the water. For this experiment, the water is going to represent the atmosphere, and as you may have guessed, the shaving cream is going to represent a cloud. So you also want to make sure that you only do a thin layer of shaving cream on top of the water. If you do too much, it's going to be too thick and your experiment won't work. You also want to make sure that there's no holes so that everything is covered. So we have our atmosphere and we have our cloud. Now you're going to take your blue food dye mixed with water and you're going to drop it onto the cloud. This is going to represent the water droplets collecting in the cloud. I also want to make sure that everyone in the group is taking turns, so if anyone wants to do water droplets, you're going to each take a turn. And I also want you to keep track of how many droplets you are putting on your cloud until the experiment works. They're all going to be a little different, and that's completely fine. It's kind of hard to gauge because everyone's is going to be. There you go. As you can see, some is coming through, and that's representing our precipitation, either rain or snow. So as you can remember from our lesson with the water cycle that we did before this one yesterday, the sun generates energy and causes evaporation to occur. And the little water droplets from the earth collect in the cloud in the form of either ice or water, depending on the temperature. It could be ice crystals or water. And when the cloud becomes too full, it releases the water back down to earth in the form of rain or snow, depending on the temperature. So it's okay if you want to put a few more on there to get the full effect, that's completely fine. But I want you to count how many it takes until you get that first bit of blue coming through on the other side, first bit of rain happening in your atmosphere. So the next thing I want you to do, I want you to draw and label what we did for our science experiment on a piece of paper that I will provide. And you're going to show what represents the cloud, the atmosphere, and the water droplets. And you can also show the precipitation coming down. Don't worry about the vocabulary, we're going to be going over that right after this. So I hope you enjoyed how to do the experiment. Have a good day.